friends, my name is Kay, and this is my Cave of Possibilities. I have knitting and yarning stuff to the left of me, cross-stitch to the right, and here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Of course, Princess is here to make herself known. She disapproves of all these fancy shenanigans going on with the camera and everything, but we try to do our best. I'm very excited. It's finally getting light enough that there's a little bit of light coming in, natural sunlight coming in from the windows over here, so you can see that lovely pale glow reflecting off of my skin. How are you doing? It was an interesting, well, I can't even say the Super Bowl was interesting because I didn't watch it. I didn't particularly have feelings for either of the teams playing. I mean, to say I cared was I just like, meh, can't be bothered today. So I didn't watch it. We did a lot of stitching on Lady of the Flag because she is my weekend stitch. I have her to share with you in a minute or two. We may as well get right into it. All right, Princess, I need you to move. Thank you. She likes to rub her head against my floor stand, and then that makes a mess of things all over the place. Yeah, you're just going to do you and not help us out at all. Cross-stitchy things. I started off the week working on Love Bugs by Counting Puddles, and this is the second Valentine's Day stitch that I've done this season, and I think I've discovered that 2 Valentine stitches pretty much tops off my level of how much Valentine's I want to stitch in a year. I did get it done. It is on a 32 count Laguna in Thistle, which was dyed by Red Thicket fabric. Nope, she's just Red Thicket. I do that every single time. I add another name to her, another word to her name, Red Thicket. She's working on getting her website all up and beautiful, but you can always request a color that isn't listed. Lots of stuff listed. I usually run into her at a couple of retreats that I go to, and Summer is just a lovely, lovely person. I stitched this with all of the called for threads. I did the French knots and didn't really stress too much if they weren't all exactly the same. And as I promised last time I talked to you, we'll just turn this over and show the back. And as you can see, I just drug that purple thread all over the place when I was doing the French knots. I did not care. I think it turned out very well, all things told. And so it'll probably just go live in my box under the bed because, quite frankly, I'm running out of wall space. And I've already run out of flat surface space, so even if I finish it as a leaner or a pillow or whatever, I haven't got anywhere to put it. And that's kind of the truth about where I am when it comes to finishing things. Side note, last time we spoke, I showed you the 3 fat quarters that I said I was going to make into a box, make into a bag. And sure enough, I accomplished that. We put the cute little white stuff on the inside, and I have this bag loaded up with all my other Valentine stitcheries that I was going to do, but like I said, I think I've maxed out, and only two Valentine stitches a year is pretty much all that I want to do. I'll even show you my flaws. As you can see, the seam there along the zipper is a little wonky. It curves pretty good from here to here. My mom was interested in what I was up to, and she kind of watched me put it together and asked questions. She quilted it on her long arm, so we did a little outlining of the heart, outlining of the birds, and then just some little bits of leaves and stuff in between. I'm too far away from the camera, so I can't really see if it's picking that up or not, but I thought it turned out really, really cute. And now it houses almost all of my Valentine's Day stuff. Hello. You purring? Yeah. They can't see you. You're too low. But I know you're trying to step on the pile of cross stitch, so you go over there. Let's see. I stitched another version of Warm Winter Stitches. That little one right down there in the corner. as it is my aim for the year for my exchanges. Where have I got? I learned last time not to use that as the, I know. Here we go. We'll use the back of to help hold this up. So the called for colors are reds and greens, more in line with the Christmas theme. But I saw somebody on the Primrose Cottage Facebook group. They'd converted it to blues from the reds and greens, and I really like that. So I've been working on these, so they will be my gift exchanges for the year. I know. So if you go to one and you know what I'm giving, that's what it is. I don't even mind that I'm showing it off beforehand. I'm not big on mysteries. Let's be real. Okay. And, well, since I've got the Lady of the Flag in my hand, here is the pattern. She is out of print, as most of you know, and I am borrowing this pattern from a friend of mine so I can get her stitched. And you guys are in for a treat today because I took her out of the hoop. I accomplished a heck of a lot. Let's fold this down. A heck of a lot this past couple weeks, and I needed to move the hoop so I could get down there, so I was low enough to do the banner that says Liberty on it. And then once I finished that, there's a few more sprigs of flowers. There's a bow, there's some sprigs, whatnot to do down there. And then I will move all the way up to the top and finish off the top of her and her hair and her head and the rest of the flag. And, you know, oh, here you go. No. And then she will be done. Have to do the beadings. I figure it'll take me maybe another year if I just work on her on the weekends. It'll probably take a good another year before I finish her up. I don't want to burn myself out by going too fast, but I think good, slow, determined, consistent effort on her will pay dividends. So since I finished off both of the Love Bugs and Warm Winter stitches, I was looking for another thing for my weekday stitch, and I pulled out Nora's Alphabet. This is published by Fireside Originals, and it is for, designed by Nora Corbett for Cross My Heart Limited. And I'll show you this because it's so far away and so teeny tiny that you're see how small the pattern is? Teeny tiny squares. I have to put on my super magnifiers to see that when I'm stitching it. And I even ran it through the copier at work to enlarge just the pansy portion. Oh yeah, I am just stitching the pansy portion. I don't think any of you are alarmed or surprised at that. And so I just got one day on it. So here it is. This is a mystery linen. It's about the same color of green as the linen that I'm stitching Lady of the Flag on, which is a 32 count water lily linen. That stuff is really quite stiff and has a firm hand. I'm not entirely sure what has happened to this, but it is a very, very floppy and very, very soft. So, but it is absolutely delightful. And so I have started in the center. So I'm all but, I think there's something that's about 2 stitches taller than that, and that'll be the tallest bit, and maybe 4 or 5 stitches left or right on either side. So it's going to definitely fit on my fabric, no problem at all. We've done the darkest blues, which read black, and the darkest purples. And so that's coming along. Like I say, the pattern's a little bit hard to see and read just because it originally was so small, and then I had to photocopy it to see what was going on. Are you You're catting. Yeah, you're catting. See what was going on. Lost my train of thought. I did a very, very little knitting this week. I worked on the cute little hat for one of my nieces. Let me untangle this here. I got a fair ways done. Where the little charm is where I was last time. And, you know, put in about 1.5 repeats of the little twisted cable pattern. I have, let's see, one more round of twists, and then I'll almost be, yep, about to the place where you do the crown decreases to close up the hat. This is a pattern by Katie Carroll, and I used Yarnaceous yarn in a colorway inspired by Taylor Swift, since I'm doing it for the nieces, and they are very, very big Taylor Swift fans. So I'm doing it for one of the girls. I got out my needles to cast on the ribbing for the other hat, since the ribbing uses a different size needle than the other portion of the hat, and I cannot find my 4-inch long US size 4 needles. I had them for the purple hat, and I can't find them to start the pink hat. I hope they turn up, because I do. Because I want to start the other hat and work on getting it done. I did not work hardly at all on the, what is this? I always have the worst time with this wrap's name. It is by Amba O'Brien. Euphorbia. With the Euphorbia wrap. And I am working on this on a mini skein countdown festive kit from Emma's Yarn, Small Days, they're 2022. And I put in one more mini skein on it. Where that cute little cake is where I was last time I showed you, and it continues orange. And the next color is more orange, but it kind of has a pinky hue to it. So we're headed into the pinks. So I don't know, maybe we'll get to some colors that I like, but these beautiful, okay, they are beautiful. They're very fall themed, and fall is not my palette. So I haven't really been loving it, which is why I only worked on it one day of the week, and the rest of the week I either worked on the little hat or had fun with the cross-stitch stuff. I mentioned when I made the Valentine's Day bag that Mom was kind of interested in what we were doing and kept, you know, asked about it and the measurements and this and that and the other. And I have a bunch of fat quarters and fabrics and whatever downstairs that we have made either some small tote bags for me to take projects in, my big tote that I take to retreats and whatnot, this and that and the other. So I had bits and scraps of fabric down there. So Mom has taken off in making me project bags. So this is the first one she made with the window pane pansies. I think this is a Henry Glass fabric line. It's been discontinued for many, many years. And here's the back of the thing, the scattered pansy. So she put that together and she quilted around the pansies with the long arm. Had a good fun time with that, and then just did some fun leafy squiggles on the back. I have a fabric fuzz right there. Put it in. And then she got a hold of some pansy stripe fabric that I had, and she pieced together this bag from the stripes. Quilted it on the machine. She had a good time. She's even better at zippers than I am. She added the little zippery tags. Then I said something to the effect that you can never have enough project bags because I have or Christmas project bags because I have a ton of Christmas projects. So she went through and picked out from another thing, fat quarter bundle that I have that she's made a couple of fancy bags out of. She put together this combination for a bag, which has the candies on the back. I think we're just using, oh, she put something fun in here. We have houses in beige on the inside. I didn't look in here because I think, because I'm like, I don't know, you just use muslin. Yeah, that one's just muslin on the inside. And I think this one is just muslin on the inside. Yep, muslin. I won't zip them up because I know it bothers some of you, but zippers never bother me, so I sometimes forget about the whole zippery thing. Okay, and then there was the blue candy scatter print. She put that one together for fun. What's in here? Oh, it's the small scattered Christmas village. It's on the inside of that one. And then there was a big print that had these big houses. We made a small tote bag that has these houses on the pockets on the front of the bag. On the back we put some Christmas trees. Let's find out what's on the inside. Oh, just the black and white scatter. Not the scatter, but it's like this, but not colored. So there is that. So that's my mom's crafting endeavors for the past 2 weeks. We put together, well, just sorted out from a fat quarter bundle, about 5 more bags to put together. And she says, I don't know that you need these mini bags. And I'm like, need has nothing to do with it. They're cute and they're fun and it gives you something to do. And she likes doing that when she's thinking of doing, you know, just moving from knitting to soap making, or maybe she wants to do a little sewing but not serious sewing. Like my project bag is high on enthusiasm and low on precision, which, you know, it follows my grandmother, Mom's mom, who we joke about. Her sewing was very high on the enthusiasm but low on the precision scale. My mother is high on enthusiasm and high on precision. She was a microbiologist major, so she likes to line things up and math things out and whatnot. Maybe I'd be better with sewing if I actually did it a lot more, but I don't enjoy it all that much. It's one of those things, it's a trade-off. I do it when I really, really, really want to, for whatever result. So there is some of the fun that we have been having with knitting and sewing, and I'm probably just going to turn around and fill all of my little project bags up. This is the project bag that's already holding the Nora's Alphabet Pansy. That's what's living in there. And then I have plans to do another pansy pattern. Of course it's a pansy pattern. It's from a 2014 magazine, British magazine. I can't remember if it was Cross Stitch Globe or World Cross Stitch or Cross Stitch World. Anyway, there were about 5 beautiful cross stitch magazines at the time. In one of them, I will know it when I pull the pattern and the flosses and get stitching on it. So that's on deck after Nora's Pansy. Anyway, I'm rambling. Anyway, so that's probably what's going to live in the stripes. Anyway, just looking forward to doing a little this and that and the other. Stitching a little bit of this, that, and the other. Other than that, work continues. We're slowly getting the hang of Workday. It still continues to have its very, very many flaws and things that you run into that you just know that they didn't properly think about when they were designing the thing. Reports are still being made in the group chat for all of the finance people. There's a lot of requests for different reports. You know, things like being able to check on the times that your student employees have done or have worked. If you hear the noise in the back, that is the cat's litter automatic robot thingy, and she used the box and now it's making noise because it automatically scoops itself, which is the most amazing thing in the world, but it is a little loud. Just in case you can hear that, I'm not really sure. And then the heater's going on and off. So it depends. If you've got your earbuds in, you may be able to hear it. I don't know if not. Anyway, y'all, workday continues. It's still kind of a struggle. I hope it gets better. We're doing a little better. I was able to charge out some of my last events from December, so that's an improvement. I haven't seen any costs come in from one of my contractor departments that helps us with events for January or February, so that's a little concerning. If they can't post their costs, we have problems. We have things that need to happen to make it all work all right, but I hope I hope. Hoppity hope, hope, hope. That's all you can have in this world anymore. On the 15th of February, so from the time I post this, which will probably be Wednesday morning, whatever the day for Wednesday morning is, on the 15th is Saturday, we are going up to Stitchery Express to do Stitchy Saturday at the shop. A few friends will be coming. We hope it'll be a great time. You're invited too if you're in the Utah area. We are doing sort of potluck snacks. I am going to head out and get some tasty little, those sugar cookies with the icing on them. I love pink ice sugar cookies. It's just, there's no reason for it, but I love them so, so much. So that's what I'm going to be bringing. What are you going to be bringing? So I'll be up there. Come meet some local Utahns if you're in the area. Meet the little community. We're slowly working on building, I guess, all of us. Who's going to be? I think Sarah, our Stitching Kingdom, is going to try to be there. Sarah, Redneck Bifocal Stitcher, she's going to try to be there. Several fun ladies who don't necessarily always do Flosstube are going to be there. Marla and Brooke and probably, oh my goodness, that wonderful lady that I sit next to sometime. Her name's gone. And maybe Andrea will come, and maybe Sue. Sue's usually there. Sue is a delight. And Mary is a delight, and maybe she will be there. But anyway, come meet us all. Come join the group. We are lovely. We are welcoming. They might get into discussing murder mysteries and current goings-ons in the murder world, because they're all fascinated by that. And I personally, I don't understand what the fascination with murder is, so that just seems like a weird form of entertainment to me, so I don't know. Maybe I'm the weird one. Yeah, that's everything. I have rambled, but probably not a lot of rambling, because it looks like the timer on the top of my little video camera says I've talked for about as much as I always talk, and so, you know, it's the time to go timer. I hope you guys are doing all right. Remember, one step forward, one step up. Kindness costs you nothing. Hugs and stitches, everyone. Bye.